This simple food may be raising your blood sugar every single day, and you probably have no idea. One of my patients nearly ended up in the hospital because of rice. Yes, rice. But the good news? It's an easy fix. After the age of 60, your body doesn't work the same way it used to. And what used to be harmless can now quietly harm you. Hi there. I'm truly glad you're here. If you're over 60 or care about someone who is, and rice is something you eat even a few times a week, please stay with me for the next few minutes. This conversation might change the way you look at one of the most common foods on your plate. I've seen this story more than once. People take their medications, follow their diet plans, walk a little every day, but still struggle with rising blood sugar, belly bloating, or that heavy, tired feeling after meals. It doesn't make sense at first, but often the culprit isn't a new problem. It's an old habit we never thought to question. Rice is comforting. It's easy to cook, easy to eat, and for many of us, it's a food we've trusted our whole lives. But trust me on this, the way we prepare and eat rice after 60 makes all the difference. Today, I want to share with you 5 small changes that can transform rice from something that silently works against your health into a powerful ally. These aren't pills. These aren't fads. They're gentle, science-backed habits you can start today. For better blood sugar, smoother digestion, stronger energy, and maybe even a little more peace after you eat. And I want this to be a conversation. So please, drop a quick comment below. Type 1 if this is new information, or 0 if you've heard it before. I'd love to know. And if you care about your health or the health of someone you love, especially after 60, please consider subscribing. We're building a community where good health isn't about fear or strict rules. It's about simple choices that add up to real change. Let's begin. Let's start with something most people never think twice about: soaking rice. Problem number 1. You don't soak your rice. It feels normal, right? You rinse it, throw in a pot, cook it, done. That's how many of us have been doing it for years, maybe decades. But here's the part most people don't realize. Rice, especially white or brown rice, naturally contains something called phytic acid. It hides in the outer layers of the grain. And while it's not harmful in small amounts, it acts like a little thief. It grabs onto minerals like calcium, zinc, and iron and carries them right out of your body. So instead of absorbing those important nutrients, your body loses them. And this matters even more after 60. We already start to feel the effects of lower bone density, weaker immunity, fatigue. We need every bit of calcium, zinc, and iron we can get. One woman I worked with, 72 years old, active and full of life, but struggling with bloating and stomach discomfort after meals. She tried soaking her rice before cooking just 30 to 60 minutes in warm water. 2 weeks later, her digestion improved so much she thought it was a miracle. She called it the simplest fix I never knew I needed. Just a bowl of water and a little time. That's all it takes. And the difference it can make? Big. Now, let's move to the second habit. And this one might surprise you. Problem number 2. You cook rice without vinegar. Sounds strange, I know. Vinegar and rice? But listen closely. When you add just 1 tablespoon of natural fermented vinegar, like apple cider vinegar, to your rice water before cooking, something powerful happens. The glycemic index of rice drops. That means your blood sugar doesn't rise as fast after eating. In fact, studies show this simple step can reduce the blood sugar spike by up to 31%. That's not a little, that's a lot. A 67-year-old gentleman I worked with was frustrated. He wasn't diabetic yet, but his numbers were heading in that direction. He started adding a spoon of vinegar to his rice water. That was it. Within a month, his fasting sugar numbers started to stabilize. No extra medication, just a small, smart habit. And no, the rice won't taste sour. Most people say it actually tastes cleaner, more balanced. All right, next, let's talk about fiber. Problem number 3, you eat plain white rice with no fiber. White rice digests quickly, too quickly, which means your blood sugar rises fast, then crashes. You feel tired, hungry again, and stuck in a loop. But here's a clever trick. Add just a small spoon of dry oats to your rice before cooking. Why? Oats contain beta-glucan, a type of soluble fiber that works like a sponge. It slows digestion, absorbs cholesterol, and helps control blood sugar. A woman I remember well, 75, living with both type 2 diabetes and high cholesterol, started mixing in just 1 teaspoon of plain oats to her rice. After 3 months, her lab results improved, and even better, she told me, I just feel lighter, less weighed down. It's a gentle change, but I feel it. The key here is balance. Don't overdo it. A teaspoon or 1.5 per cup of rice is enough. Too much, and you might feel bloated. Let's keep going. Problem number 4. You skip the golden spice, turmeric. Turmeric isn't just for curry. A small pinch of turmeric added to your warm rice can actually help your body respond to insulin better, improving blood sugar control naturally. The active ingredient, curcumin, has been shown to improve insulin sensitivity by 23%. That's similar to what some mild medications do, but without the side effects. One of my patients, 68, have been on diabetes meds for years. We tried adding turmeric into her daily routine. Just a pinch on warm rice after cooking. No salt, no curry blends, just plain turmeric. After 2 months, her readings became more stable, and she was able to reduce her dosage. She felt more in control and proud. If you've never used turmeric, start small. Your taste buds will adjust. Just make sure it's pure turmeric powder, not mixes with additives. And finally, let's talk about something you don't need to add. You just need to wait. Problem number 5. You only eat freshly cooked rice. Here's the secret. Cooling your rice before eating and then reheating it actually changes its structure. It forms something called resistant starch, a special kind of fiber that doesn't spike blood sugar and feeds your good gut bacteria. Think of it like this. Freshly cooked rice turns into sugar fast. But cooled and reheated rice? It behaves more like a gentle prebiotic, supporting your digestion and gut health. I had a patient in his 70s, chronic constipation, bloating, digestive discomfort. We didn't add anything. Just had him cook rice, cool it for 30 to 60 minutes, or keep it in the fridge overnight, then reheat gently. Within 2 weeks, he felt more regular, lighter, and finally, comfortable. It's such a small shift, but the gut benefits, the blood sugar benefits, they add up. So there you have it, 5 little rice habits that can make a big difference. From soaking to vinegar, to oats to turmeric, to cooling and reheating. Simple steps, gentle changes, powerful results. Let's keep going. So now that we've uncovered the common mistakes, let's talk about what to do instead. You don't have to give up rice. You don't have to change your whole diet overnight. What really matters is how you prepare it. And the good news? These changes are easy, gentle, and they work with the meals you already enjoy. Let's walk through them together, one step at a time. Start by soaking your rice. Before you cook, rinse your rice under cool water, then let it soak in a bowl of warm water for 30 to 60 minutes. That's all. This simple habit helps remove the anti-nutrients like phytic acid we talked about earlier. It also softens the grains and makes digestion easier, especially important if you've ever felt bloated or overly full after meals. Even if you're short on time, just 30 minutes of soaking can make a big difference. Next, add 1 teaspoon of natural vinegar to the cooking water. When you're preparing your rice, whether on the stove or in a rice cooker, just stir in a teaspoon of natural apple cider vinegar or another fermented vinegar. Don't worry, the taste won't be sour. It simply helps reduce the blood sugar spike that often comes after eating rice. This one step helps your body stay balanced, especially if you're managing blood sugar, prediabetes, or simply trying to avoid that tired, sluggish feeling after eating. Then, mix in a pinch of oats. Before cooking, take a teaspoon of plain dry oats, not flavored, not instant, and add it to your rice. This adds soluble fiber without changing the taste or texture. That fiber works like a natural sponge in your gut, slowing down sugar absorption and gently helping your body stay steady after meals. Keep the amount small. 1 teaspoon per cup of rice is enough. It's a quiet helper your body will thank you for. Now, after cooking your rice, sprinkle in a small pinch of turmeric. Wait until the rice is warm. Then add the turmeric and stir gently. This golden spice doesn't just add color. It supports your body's ability to use insulin properly, and it helps calm low-level inflammation that becomes more common with age. Make sure it's pure turmeric powder, not curry blends. You only need a little. And if the flavor is new to you, start with just a pinch. Your taste buds will adjust over time. Finally, cook your rice in advance when you can. After it's done cooking, let it cool down at room temperature for 30 to 60 minutes. Then place it in the fridge and reheat it later. This one step changes the type of starch in the rice, making it more resistant to digestion and better for your gut. The result? More stable blood sugar, better digestion, and a lighter, more comfortable feeling after meals. These steps may seem small, but together they're powerful. You don't need to do them all at once. Just start with one, whichever feels easiest for you. Maybe today you try soaking. Tomorrow, you try adding vinegar. Over time, they'll become second nature. And when that happens, rice won't be something you worry about. It will be something that supports your health gently every single day. Let's keep moving forward. Let me say something from the heart. You don't need fear. You need truth. You need clarity. So much of what we hear about health these days is overwhelming. Complicated rules, endless diets, conflicting advice. And for many people over 60, it starts to feel like you're always chasing, never quite catching up. But what if I told you this? Your body still wants to work with you. It's never too late to feel better. You don't need to change everything. You just need the right knowledge and small steps in the right direction. Awareness, that's your best medicine. Because when you understand how a tiny shift like soaking rice or cooling it after cooking can affect your blood sugar, your digestion, your energy, you start to feel something powerful, control. And that matters. Feeling like you're in charge of your meals again. Feeling like you can enjoy food without fear. Feeling light after eating instead of heavy. Clear instead of sluggish. Calm instead of worried. I've seen these changes. Not in textbooks, but in real people. In the 72-year-old woman who simply soaked her rice and found peace in her stomach again. In the man who added vinegar and finally saw his blood sugar stop jumping around. In the grandmother who started cooling her rice and, for the first time in years, felt normal after lunch. These aren't dramatic overhauls. They're gentle, wise habits. They fit into your life without stress or pressure. And if you try even one of them and feel a little better after your next meal, that's already a win. That's already healing. Please remember, you're not too old. You're not too late. You're not alone. There's so much life still ahead of you. In your health, your comfort, your strength, your clarity, it's worth protecting. Let's walk this road together. Slowly, kindly, with science and with heart. If this video helped you, even just one small part, please give it a like. And if you know someone who eats rice often, someone you care about, please share this video with them. It can make a bigger difference than you think. And if you're not subscribed yet, join us. This is a space for real health. For people over 60 who want answers, not fear. Who want habits that help, not fads that fade. We're here with you. Every step. Take care of yourself. You deserve it. See you in the next video.